Now, if you're interested in losing weight for the very last time and keeping it off, just changing the way you think about food, period. Sit back, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and watch my video. I help people who want to lose weight, who crave unhealthy food, eat too much, feel guilty, and then hate the way they look. Stop the madness. I help you to end that vicious circle so that you no longer have to be on that emotional roller coaster. I do this by helping you change the way you think about food at the subconscious level. Hello, my name's Rochelle. I'm an author and a clinical hypnotherapist. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Have you heard of yo-yo dieting? First you lose weight, then you gain weight. Then you lose weight, then you gain weight. It's a vicious circle. It just goes up and down and drives us all crazy. Our thoughts rule our lives. It is about dieting and exercising, but if you still think you want food, you're going to be miserable and want to eat food, and most likely this is what's going to happen. You're going to be on that yo-yo diet. I have helped hundreds of people lose weight and keep it off, but they do it without even thinking. They just do it because it becomes a part of their lives, because we've changed the way they think around food. So what does this mean? It means that you no longer have to obsess and fixate on your addiction, food. And I guarantee you that even right now, your subconscious mind is ruling your life. So here's my question. Do you ever feel like when you need to eat, that food is like a wave that just comes over you? And the minute you eat, you feel better. It's like a drug. It actually is a drug. Do you ever feel that if you're upset, you eat food because it makes you feel better? You feel safe, you feel calm, it relieves stress, which we all know isn't true. Food can even be a reward. You think food is your friend. Food just tastes good. It never stops. Newsflash. Food is a silent addiction, and it's very difficult to stop eating. You wouldn't put an alcoholic in a bar. The problem is with food, you can't escape it because we socialize around food. We have to eat food or we die. We go to restaurants, we go to people's homes. It's just a part of our lives. So the only way to end this issue you have around food is to change the way you think about it. So what's happening and why is it so hard for you to control yourself? It's because the subconscious mind is ruling your life. So I just want to tell you a couple of stories so you can better understand how this works. First is the cake story. When you were young, most of us, we would go to birthday parties. And we'd all be playing and having fun, and then all of a sudden that big chocolate cake comes. And it has all the little candles on it. And all the children go running to where the chocolate cake is and all the little candles. And then we start singing, "Happy birthday to you." And then all of a sudden it's a grand finale. The birthday boy or girl blows out the candles and you get to eat the cake. And those are such nice memories, full of excitement. So what do? The subconscious mind is saying, but this cake is good. These are good memories. This is a good thing. I'm going to make you feel better, so you just want it. And most of the time, if not 100% of the time, you don't even realize why you're doing it. The second example would be the family dinner table. A lot of us grew up around the family dinner table, and in my case, my mother was cooking, and she would make all this food, and we would be sitting there, and we'd all sit around and chat, and it was just a wonderful experience. It was all about love. And I hear this a lot in my practice. One of the parents or the grandparents, they cook because it's a way of showing love. Eat, eat, eat. Cook, cook, cook. So what happens? We want to eat because it replaces those feelings that we don't have for ourselves with love. The third example, which isn't a great one, is that some people didn't grow up around food. They didn't have money. It's a lack of mentality. So when they get older, they need food. They're going to eat as much as they can because in their mind, they may not get it again. They're going to have a lot of food in their refrigerators and their pantries. It's important to them. They don't feel safe unless they have a lot of food around them. So subconsciously, they're going to eat, because what if they don't have it again? This is how the subconscious mind works, and this is why you have the issues around food. We adults become what we learned as children. So the only way to correct that is stop the way you think about it. Because the truth is, this year right now, we're in 2019, there is food around us. We don't live in a third country. Food doesn't have feet. It's there when we need it. So how would you no longer like to eat or crave the cookies and the potato chips and the burritos and whatever trigger foods, donuts, seem to disturb your peace? How badly do you really want to control yourself in the way you eat? What if it was easy? What would you look like in the mirror if you had control of yourself, if you were able to control yourself? Think about this for a minute. Close your eyes. What would you look like? How would you feel, even more importantly? Picture that in your mind. How would you like to finally stop the obsessive thoughts and the struggle and the misery around food, around just always needing to go on a diet? My program works because I understand the why and the how to fix the problem. I help you change the way you think at the subconscious level so that you can finally end this back and forth with food. You can eat well. You will eat less. You'll stop your binging. You'll no longer allow food to control you. Food will no longer disturb your peace. You can control yourself and even crave healthy food. In fact, I have a client that used to eat burritos. But a lot of burritos, and needed to lose weight. She stopped craving the burritos and she started carrying these bags of baby spinach, and she actually liked eating the baby spinach. That's what she started eating. That was her snack. You can do this too. You can look into the mirror and like the way you look. You can feel good about yourself. My question is, how would you feel if you could obtain your weight loss goals? How would you feel if you knew you could just put the struggle to bed and just have a good relationship with food? It was just not an issue anymore. My program is very different. It's very easy. It's online. Everything doesn't have to be so difficult. And I suspect that if you're watching this video, you still have some issues around food that need to be cleared up. So how do you take part in my program, The Last Pound, right now? There are some people that will qualify and some people that won't. I only want to work with people that I know that are 100% committed to doing what I ask you to do, and you really know that this is what you want to do. You've had enough, you're finished, and you're going to take the horse by the reins and follow the program. If you are 100% committed and really ready to take control of your thoughts and change the way you think around food, you really need to be fed up once and for all. And I know I've said that before, but it's really important with this program that you commit. You want to change right now. You don't want to change tomorrow, a week from now, or after some big party you're going to go to. Game's off. You want to change right now. The next step is to fill out the form below and answer the questions that are going to determine if you and I are a good fit for my program.